Stop number 9 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Martinsville Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia. The third straight race on the short tracks. In the streak, I should say, of short tracks. Had a quiet race at North Wilkesboro. Had a wreck fest at Bristol and Richmond. But we'll see what happens here today on the shortest of the three of the short tracks at Martinsville, Virginia. Pole speed here only, and I say only, 95 miles per hour at this event. And let's get the start lineup for today's running in the event. On the pole, it is Cole Beaver, the winner of the season at Atlanta, the GM Goodrich Chevrolet car number 3. Next to him is Charles Sanford, who won the last time he was at Martinsville, the DuPont Chevrolet car number 24. Second row, we'll have Sky Cummins in the Quaker State Ford, car number 26, and he'll be alongside Zachary Fitzwater. Number 52, the Napa Auto Parts Ford. Third row has Jessica Shelton, number 11, the Budweiser Ford. She'll have one of our in-car cameras in today's event, as will Sky Cummins as well in the 26 car. And beside her will be Ryan Brommer, number 33, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet. Fourth row, we'll have Kyle Matthews, the winner of the season at Richmond and Bristol, 2 of the Wreckfest races, and he'll be alongside. And he also with Jessica Shelton, one of the two-time winners in this season. He'll be alongside Mike Becker, number 44, the STP Pontiac. Excuse me. Next row down, we'll have Eli Bright, the winner of the Daytona 500, and the Rives's Ford, car number 8. And Becca Tellier in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Next row down has Paul Minnick in number 90, the Heilig-Meyer Stores Ford. And Seth Cole in the Bojangles Ford, car number 98. Next row down, Jonathan Zorlin, number 25, the Kodiak Chevrolet, and Dylan Young in number 2, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Next row down has Joshua Osborne in number 15, the Motorcraft Ford, and Keith Batson, 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. Next row down is Johnny Gardner, number 7, the Hooters Ford, and Jesse Turner, number 71. And his car is a Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have number 1, Diego Yepes in the Skull Classic Ford, and Riley Spurley Tube in the McDonald's Ford, car number 27. Next row down has James Henry, number 75, the Factory Stores of America Ford, and Rob Evans in the Meineke Shocks and Mufflers Ford, car number 12. Next row down is Vince Almarego, number 13, number 83, excuse me, the PRX Ford, and number 14, the Nicholas Wade in the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Next row down has Simon Bloomfield, number 9, the Orkin Pest Control Ford. And number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet of William Brock, who won the season at Rockingham. Next row down has Dylan Poteet, number 22, the Maxwell House Ford, and number 18, Interstate Batteries Ford of Preston Plord. Next row down has Quentin Moore, who won the last time he was at, who won the last race in the tour at North Wilkesboro, the Sitco Ford, car number 21, and Cat Batson, number 16, the Keystone Beer Ford. Next row down has Jay Jefferson, number 5, the Tide Chevrolet, and number 30, Ty Denton in the Pennzoil Pontiac. Next row down has T.J. Dent, number 68, the Country Time Ford, and Zach Winkle, number 17, Western Auto Chevrolet. Next row down has Mitchell Collins, number 40, the Dirt Devil Pontiac, and Nathan Orman, number 55, the Jasper Engines Ford. And starting shotgun appeal will be Jose Mills, and number 31, the Goodrich Mom and Pop's Biscuits Ford, or Chevrolet. So far in the 8 races we've had this season, and we've had 6 different winners in the first 8 races of the season. 2 drivers have won twice this season. Kyle Matthews won the 2 of the short track races at Richmond and Bristol, while Jessica Sheldon, who was the other 2-time winner this season, she won hers consecutively at Darlington and Texas. So that's the only 2-time winners we've had so far this season. Can we see another one today, or will we see the first 3-time winner, or will we see another new winner this season? Well, we'll find out in 75 minutes. So here comes the command to fire the engines.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
And somebody's having trouble here, I think. I don't know who did, but I thought somebody was having trouble getting the car back, getting their car going, but anyway, pace cars off on the pit road. Cole Deaver and Charles Saber leading them down. A pair of Chevrolets here at Martinsville Speedway as the field comes down off the 4th turn. And the green flag is out, and we are underway in the STP 500. Charles Sanford swings it way wide, come off turn number 2 as you see Sky Commons go to the inside in 26 cars. He moves inside for 2nd place, being followed by Jessica Shelton in the 11 car as she and Shelton knows how to get it done at Martinsville. She's won here plenty of times herself. Kyle Matthews right behind in the number 42 car. On board Jessica Shelton's car. Several cars getting up on the curbing of the track coming through turns 1 and 2. And you can see why this track is murder on engines and brakes because you saw the RPMs on Shelton's car go up over 10,000. RPMs is how much she is turning actually going into the turns. It's about 10,000. And the turns here are very, very tight. And look at this, they're 3 wide. And Jose Mills trying to pick off a few positions before he gets into the turn. And he did on Preston Plord and Nicholas Wade. So Mills on a mission here trying to get his way up through the field, and I tell you what, in real life he cannot go 3 wide at Martinsville, and he is making it work for some reason. And you see him move Rob Evans up the track in number 12 as they go through turns 3 and 4. And Keith Batson way up the track in that 28 car as he's about to lose position to Mitchell Collins. And Evans gets off the wall, come off turn number 2, and slap-sides his car. We're still green. He managed to save it. After all that shuffle, Cat Batson's now in the back of the pack here. Meantime, Cole Deaver's still up front as he's opened up a bit of a lead now on Sky Commons and Jessica Shelton. That's 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Eli Bright's moved his way up to the 4th position, number 8 car. As he's gotten by Charles Sanford for that position as they go through turns 3 and 4. Kyle Matthews is 6th, 7th position is Zachary Fitzwater. 8th, Joshua Osborne. 9th is Paul Minnick. Osborne, by the way, has our 3rd in-car camera in today's event. Riding with Osborne from 8th position. He sees several of the cars ahead of him right there, including Sanford, Matthews, and Fitzwater. And now from Sky Commons' view in 26, and he has had a pretty good start to the season so far. Had a great run the last race on the tour at North Wilkesboro. Had a good run going at Bristol until the crash took him out of shot at a top 5 in that event. Inside Sky's car, and they see right there. Look at the tachometer in the center of your screen right there. That's how much they're turning. They're turning about 10,000 RPMs well over 10,000 RPMs, I should say, in the turns 1 and 3. And those very short turns there and Martinsville is known for long straightaways and very short, tight turns, hairpin style, I would imagine. As he is, and that's why this track is murder on brakes, and you saw the tachometer. That's why this track's murder on engines as well. We saw how much they were turning at North Wilkesboro, though, comparing that to Martinsville, and Martinsville is, you run a lot of RPMs there. Jessica Shelton, meantime, running in 3rd position as you see from the front bumper cam of Shelton's car. Leader of the race still Cole Bieber as Sky Commons trying to close up right now in that 26 machine as you see, you're watching it from Shelton's view. Shelton has our front bumper cam, and our rear bumper cam belongs in this car. That's Osborne's car. He has the rear bumper machine, the rear bumper cam, I should say. Eli Bright was so far recording the fastest lap of the race so far at just over 94.4 miles per hour. And his number 8 car, Bright, right now runs in 4th position at the moment. And as you watch from Osborne's car in 8th position, up behind him is Paul Minnick in 9th. And right behind him is Mike Becker running in 10th position. 11th right now is James Henry giving a number 75 car a good ride. 12th is Jonathan Zorlin. 13th is Diego Yepes. Battle for 14th going on as Becca Tellier takes it away from Vince Almarego. So move Tellier up to 14th. Almarego down to 15th. 16th is Poteet. 17th is Brommer. 18th is Jesse Turner. Jay Jefferson running in 19th position. And Quentin Moore running in 20th right now. Moore is, again, the winner at North Wilkesboro this season. 21st, Johnny Gardner. 22nd is Simon Bloomfield. 23rd is Riley Spurley, 24th, Keith Batson. 25th is Dylan Young. 26th position right now is William Brock in the 4 car. 27th is Seth Cole. 28th is Mitchell Collins. 29th is Zach Winkle. Battle for 30th between TJ Dent and Preston Plord. Plord up the track, and Dent goes down for up to 30th position, but Plord's not giving up in the 18 car as he's trying to gain that position back, but swings it wide going off turn number 2. Let's see what happens in the 3rd turn between the 68 and the 18 cars. Jose Mills watching this from 32nd position while Cat Batson's running 33rd. So Plord finally surrenders that spot to TJ Dent, and then now to Jose Mills, who almost turned off turn number 2. Nicholas Wade running in 34th position. 35th right now is Nathan Ormond. Then 36th is Ty Dent, and 37th last place right now is Rob Evans. And then we go back to the leader, who is Cole Bieber. Bieber won the season at Atlanta. Dominated that event in front of his home state fans in the state of Georgia. And I'd like to pull it off here in Southern Virginia here today as he so far has led all 27 laps. He'll be coming to lap 27 this time by. So 27 are in the books, and 48 are left to go here. So still plenty of racing left to go here at Martinsville. Sky Commons in 2nd position. 3rd is still Shelton. 4th is still Bright, and 5th is still Charles Sanford. But they are closing up on lap traffic, though, in the form of Rob Evans and several other others, as Deaver said, a rather torrid pace so far. The average speed so far of 93 point, of almost 93 3/4 of a mile an hour. Average speed so far 93.735 after 28 laps in this race. Make that 93.745 miles per hour at the end of 29. So so Martinsville, as we said, 9th stop on the tour here, and the next race on the tour will be going from to this, the shortest and the slowest of the tracks on the tour, to the longest and the fastest at Talladega Superspeedway. That's next on the tour. So we will kind of add about 2 miles of track distance and up to speed by about 100 to 105 miles per hour. By 100 to 105 miles per hour. Meantime, Deaver still has the lead, but he's now close up on the back of Rob Evans' car, the number 12 car. Evans, up ahead of him is Ty Dent, and then up ahead of him is Nathan Ormond, and the 14 car of Nicholas Wade. That's 34, 5, 6, and 37. So we'll see if the lap traffic plays into anybody's hands or not. Riding with Sky Commons in second position in the Quaker State Ford. As he sees Deavers now come up to the back of Evans' car, number 12, and sometimes lap traffic here in Martinsville can give you a bit of trouble trying to get around, though, and I think Deavers finding that out right now. So pretty soon he's going to have Commons up on his back bumper. Not only that, but he's going to have Shelton and Bright and Sanford, Matthews, and several others up on the back, maybe on the back here, if the lap traffic gives Cole Deaver any trouble. As you see, he now moves Rob Evans up the track to see if Cole can get by him or not, and he will get by him. So Cole Deaver gets around Rob Evans, or tries to, I should say. Sky Commons is going to try to follow through in that 26 machine as Evans again moves up the track. And Commons gets trapped up behind the 12 car, but Deaver's not yet by the 12 car yet, but now he is by him. So lap car between he and the second place car, and that's what Deaver wants in this moment. But Commons just slips up the track now, and here comes Shelton for second place, and she's got it, or tries to get it. Eli Bright trying to figure out who he wants to go with. If he wants to go with the red 11 or the green 26, but I don't know. But off turn number 2 they come, so Commons' slip up the track is going to cost him second place, maybe third place possibly, as Eli Bright's thinking he wants to go with Shelton. And they're still side by side between the 11 and 26 cars, and now Commons backs off and lets Shelton take position, and now Eli Bright decides that he wants to go for it, that blue and white number 8. So Shelton moves into second place. Sky Commons drops to third. Now fourth, and while Bright and Sandberg still remains 4 and 5. And all that has let Cole Deaver open up to a rather substantial lead right now at just over 1 second. But he's still got all that lap traffic to contend with, though, as we're coming about to complete the 41st lap of the event. And Shelton still is now close to the advantage just a little bit to 1.06 seconds, but she's still got a lap car between her and Deaver. And Deaver is now pulled to the back of the 30 car of Ty Dent. There he is. Dent running in 36th position at the moment. Not quite a good day he's had. Not really a day he's wanted to have, but still. On board Jessica Shelton's car as she runs as she's running in second position at the moment. Trying to see if she can get by the 12 car of Rob Evans. There you see the aerial view of this track here. Well, somewhat of an aerial view. So pretty much all the cars are about single file right now, pretty much here. As you see if we can find a. So hardly any cars are side by side at the moment here. As you see as we take through the field rundown here. And finally, we're back to Cole Deaver in the number 3 car. As he continues to try to work on Ty Dent in the 30 car. Interval staying about the same as about 1 second, so interval still staying the same as he's having trouble getting around the 30 car. Shelton having trouble getting around the 12 car. So almost 3/4 of a way through. So almost 2/3 of a way through this race here at Martinsville Speedway, as we're about to complete the 49th lap of this event. As they come off to the 4th turn, and Deaver took a peek to the inside of Ty Dent's car, but still does not quite get around him as they come off turn number 4, or turn number 2, excuse me. Rear bumper cam again from Joshua Osborne's car from 8th position as he tries to hold off the 90 of Paul Minnick and the 44 of Mike Becker. And there's the in-car camera inside his car here as he is up ahead of him. Zachary Fitzwater in 7th position, Kyle Matthews in 6th. And Charles Sanford in 5th position as now that bunch along with Eli Bright has caught the 26 and 11 cars of Sky Cummins and Jessica Shelton. And that 12 car of Rob Evans will not get out of the way. So Shelton, I would imagine, fuming underneath the helmet of her underneath that helmet. And I say the same for Cole Deaver as he's still having trouble getting around the 30 car of Ty Dent. So, as we said though, Latin cars at Martinsville can wreak havoc on the leaders of the races. So, off the second turn, off turn number 4 they come here, coming by to complete the 55th lap. We have 20 to go here at Martinsville Speedway. Caution free so far, so it's been a rather quiet race here. Shelton slips up the track again now, trying to get by Rob Evans, and she holds off the challenge of Sky Cummins for the moment. Cummins almost took advantage and got around, but didn't quite muster enough speed to get around the 11 car of Shelton. So she keeps second, Cummins stays third. In the meantime, battle for 4th developing between Eli Bright and Charles Sanford. Bright holds on to that position here as he remains 3. Sanford remains 4. I should say. Sanford remains 5. Matthews watching all that from 6th position. Deaver up the track again, though. He better be careful doing that, though, or else Rob Evans will not only unlap himself, but Oh, and he goes up the track again here. He and Shelton both go up the track. Here comes Sky Commons for second place. And here comes Rob Evans to the inside. But not quite enough. And so a little slip by both cars, and it's going to cost Shelton second place. Here comes Sky Commons for second. And here comes Eli Bright behind him in the 8 car, but now he's under fire from Charles Sanford. They're side by side in turn number 3, though. Sky Commons trying to take position from Jessica Shelton, which he does, and so Sky Commons gains back second place that he had earlier. But oh, he slips a little bit in the turn number 1. Shelton pulled up to the back bumper again. Oh, and caution flags, I think, flown for the first time. It has flown for the first time with now 15 laps to go. And I have a feeling it was Keith Batson in 28 that spun. Oh, and Cole Deaver did not want to see that caution flag come out for the first time today. After having dominated the whole race, and that's gonna bunch the field right back up, and it was Batson along with Mitchell Collins, the 28 and the 40 cars. Oh, Mitchell hit the curbing and then spun, took Batson with him. They were 25th when all this happened. It's not quite Logano and Kenseth, but still. Can't really play the blame game on this one because it was can't really play the blame game on that one because it's not quite a deal of who done it. But anyway, the advantage Deaver does have, though. He has a lap car between he and Sky Commons, and the green flag flies back out. 66 in the books and 9 laps to go here at Martinsville Speedway. So Deaver, unless something goes wrong with that car, though, is going to be possibly on his way to his second victory of the season. But now Charles Samber and Kyle Mendes hooked up to go by Eli Bright in the 8 car. Sanford goes by for 4th place right there. And here comes Matthews for 5th. And meantime, Joshua Osborne on the inside begins to roll in that 15 cars. As he moves inside for, I think that's 7th place. He's going for on the inside of Zachary Fitzwater. And Sanford's on the fly again, looking inside of Shelton. That's for 3rd. So Charles Sanford giving that DuPont Chevrolet quite a ride in these last few laps of this race, though. But Sky Commons got hung up behind the 12 car of Rob Evans, and that's going to let Cole Deaver just drive away in the Goodwrench colors. And somebody's on pit road, I think, looked like. Well, I thought somebody was on pit road, but anyway. So Cole Deaver, with now 5 laps to go, out in front as he's pulled ahead to a 1-second advantage over Sky Commons for the lead. And somebody got off the wall coming off turn number 2. I think that was Paul Minnick in the 90 machine. Swinging those cars a bit wide here. Meantime, the 75 of James Henry's taking 10th position away from Paul Minnick. There you see, and oh, William Brock in the 4 cars on pit road, one of the leaders in the points. Unscheduled stop for the number 4 Kodak Field team with now less than 3 laps to go in this race. So that's going to drop Brock back a bunch, and definitely going to cost them a lot of points. And in the meantime, Sky Commons goes up the track. Here comes Charles Sanford for 2nd place on the 26 car. In the meantime, it's going to be the white flag for Cole Deaver. He's going to have 1 lap remaining In the STP 500s, they come to the start-finish line. White flag for Cole Deaver. 1 lap remaining. He won the season at Atlanta. Is looking to become the 3rd driver to win 2 races this season alongside Jessica Shelton and Kyle Matthews, and he is going to do it today. The STP 500 belongs to the GM Goodwrench team. Cole Deaver wins at Martinsville. It is Deaver's 2nd victory of the season, and the Goodwrench team has done it again here today. Starts from the pole, leads all 75 laps, and wins here today. Sky Common 2nd. 3rd will go to Charles Samer. 4th to Jessica Shelton. 5th to Eli Bright. 6th to Kyle Matthews. 7th place will go to Joshua Osborne. 8th to Mike Becker. 9th to Zachary Fitzwater. And James Henry, a good solid day for him, finishing in 10th place. Simon Bloomfield coming by. He somehow missed the entrance to pit road. So 9 races are in the books here in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Cole Deaver gets the win here today, averaging 85.919 miles an hour, almost 86 miles an hour here today. Rest of the finishing order, Paul Minnick comes home in 11th. Quentin Moore with a solid 12th place run after starting 20th. Becca Tellier 13th. Johnny Gardner 14th. Diego Yepes 15th. 16th, Vince Almarego. 17th, Jonathan Sorlin. 18th will go to Jesse Turner. Dylan Poteet 19th. And 20th will go to Jay Jefferson. Dylan Young, comes home 21st. 22nd will be Seth Cole. 23rd will be Riley Spurley 2. 24th will go to Ryan Brommer. Jose Mills 25th. They're starting 37th, so he is a big mover up today. Then goes Simon Bloomfield 26th. Mitchell Collins, Preston Plord, Nicholas Wade, and Ty Dent, the top 30 in today's event. Nathan Orman 31st. Zach Winkle 32nd. TJ Dent 33rd. Keith Batson, the last car on the lead lap, in 34th. Then Rob Evans, Cat Batson, and William Brock, who had the pit stop late in the race, ends up finishing last in today's event. So, tough break for some of the drivers here today at Martinsville, especially for William Brock, who was up there in the points. So I think he was points leader, coming into this event, but I don't think he will be coming out of here in Martinsville. But especially with Cole Deaver dominating the day and winning the race here today, as Deaver takes home his 2nd victory of the season. He won, as we said, also at Atlanta. So he is the 3rd 2-time winner of the season so far. We'll see if he continues this streak at Talladega, the next race on the tour for the Winston 500. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Racing Gaming channel. We got everything else on this channel. We got NRSS gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA says, go to the desires for his channel. And please be sure to check out the Last of Us Light Series, the Pizza Hut X Series, the Coors Light Truck Series, and the Hershey's Cup Series. Please be sure to check those races out on this channel as well. And also be sure to check out our other NNSCRA series, including the Budweiser All-Pro Series and the Marvel Studios Cup Series. Please be sure to check those series out as well. And so some of the best offline races are under the NNSCRA umbrella. Sorry I can't talk here, guys. But anyway, so that will do it today for the STP 500. Congratulations again to Cole Deaver, the winner in today's event. And we'll see you at Talladega for the next race on the tour for the Winston 500. For now, this is James Colson in production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best.